Okay, good afternoon. Today we are going to describe some characteristics of scholarships. But first, I'm going to ask you this question. What are the university degrees that you remember? Can anyone read, please? The university degrees? A volunteer, please. These are the university degrees in Ecuador. For example, Carolina, can you read the first one?
Technician degree.
Okay. Okay, number 2 is bachelor's degree. Matias Gomez, can you read the other one?
Master's degree.
Okay, Camila Polo, the last one.
PhD or doctorate degree.
Okay, those are the 4 levels of university that we have in Ecuador, the degrees. Let's talk about scholarships, which is the topic of today's lesson. I have 2 questions here. First, what is a scholarship? Do you remember the word scholarship? From our last class, the word scholarship, here, this is the meaning of scholarship in pictures, okay? So scholarship is when you get assistance, economic assistance to help you pay your studies, okay? So the people give you the money and then you can study, you finish your study or your career, okay? There are some scholarships that are applied for bachelor's degree or for master's degree. You get scholarships, okay? Now, question, is it easy or difficult to apply for a scholarship? Is it easy or difficult to apply for a scholarship? Volunteer, please. Someone? Can a volunteer answer this? Carolina Jimenez, is it easy or difficult to apply for a scholarship?
It can be difficult sometimes, but most are easy.
Okay, very good. Now, do you know anyone who has received a scholarship? Camila Polo, do you know anyone who has received a scholarship? Like a sister or a friend, a brother, anyone who has received a scholarship?
Yes.
Okay, cool. A friend, another person?
My cousin.
Okay, your cousin, very good. So remember, that is a scholarship. It is the economic assistance for you to finish your studies. Let's go to the module, okay? This is module number 2, page number 9, okay? Page 9. On page 9, we're gonna talk about scholarships. So please, open your modules on page 9. What page, Mr. Gomez?
Number 9.
Yes, page number 9. So please open the module and get ready to work in the exercise. Are you ready? Yes. You can also take notes. You can also take notes in case you don't have the module, okay? That's no problem. So I'm gonna play the audio. And what you have to do is there are some statements here that we have to answer. It says, Listen to a university employee talk about the different scholarships that are available and answer the questions that follow, okay? So answer the questions about scholarships. Question number two, question number one. What do you have to pay for at public universities? Do you have to pay for tuition fee or for materials, or you have to pay for services? You have to pay attention to the audio, okay? Number two, how do you qualify for the economic scholarship? Do you have to have economic needs, or you have to have economic richness? So you have to pay attention to the audio. Number three, how can you receive a scholarship based on merit? You need to have low grades or high grades. You have to pay attention, okay? Is there a discount for someone who belongs to a club? Is there a discount? That means a scholarship. So you have to pay attention and say yes or no, okay? The last one, from what other source can you get a scholarship? Can you get it from the government, from an organization, from school, from your job? You have to pay attention to the audio. Any questions? Questions? No? Okay, so listen and answer the questions, okay?
Universities in this country are free. Page 9. You may think that going to the university is expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Most public universities in this country are free. You only have to pay for your materials like books and supplies. But private universities can also be accessible if you are aware of the financial aid that can be available to you. Many of them offer different scholarships that you can apply for. For example, there is a scholarship based on economic need. Most private universities give you a discount based on your family's income. The less money your family makes, the more you get in scholarship money. There are also scholarships based on academic merit. If you have the highest grades in your class, your tuition is reduced. If you belong to certain clubs or sports teams on campus, like dance or soccer, you may also be eligible for a scholarship. Besides these scholarships that are offered by the universities themselves, there are also private institutions like organizations and businesses that offer scholarships to dedicated students. So don't be discouraged. The university is for everyone who wants to go.
Okay. Do you have the answers, or you want me to repeat the audio? Do you want me to repeat the audio, or you have the answers?
Yes, teacher, repeat, please.
Okay.
Page 9. You may think that going to the university is expensive, but it doesn't have to be. Most public universities in this country are free. You only have to pay for your materials like books and supplies. But private universities can also be accessible if you are aware of the financial aid that can be available to you. Many of them offer different scholarships that you can apply for. For example, there is a scholarship based on economic need. Most private universities give you a discount based on your family's income. The less money your family makes, the more you get in scholarship money. There are also scholarships based on academic merit. If you have the highest grades in your class, your tuition is reduced. If you belong to certain clubs or sports teams on campus, like dance or soccer, you may also be eligible for a scholarship. Besides these scholarships that are offered by the universities themselves, there are also private institutions like organizations and businesses that offer scholarships to dedicated students. So don't be discouraged. The university is for everyone who wants to go.
Okay, now you have 1 minute to compare your answers in groups, okay? So please go to groups. Let's make groups of 5, okay? Go to your groups and compare your answers, please. Please go to your rooms and compare your answers.
Maybe.
¿Qué dijiste?
Digo, yo puse maybe porque no estoy seguro.
Ya, ok. Ya, ¿qué más pusieron?
¿Tú qué pusiste en la tercera?
Puse highest grades.
Okay.
¿Ustedes qué pusieron?
Okay, are you finished? Do you need any help? Yes? No?
No, teacher.
No what? You're not finished or you don't need help?
Ninguna de las dos. Aún no acabamos y no necesitamos ayuda todavía.
Okay, great. So let's go back to the main room and compare answers, okay? Okay, do you have the answers? So let's check what the correct answers are. Okay, so number 1, what do you have to pay for at public universities? Anyone? What do you have to pay for at public universities? The answer is materials. You have to pay for your materials when you go to public universities, okay? The next one, how do you qualify for the economic scholarship? A volunteer, please. Anyone? Camila Cacuango, what do you have there? Camila Cacuango,
Sí, teacher.
what do you have here? How do you qualify for the economic scholarship?
De... Dicen, es que no me entendí bien el audio porque tengo como interferencia aquí.
Okay,
O sea, usted me escucha bien, pero yo...
okay. So it's for economic needs. That's the answer, okay? For economic needs. The next one, how can you receive a scholarship based on merit? Carolina.
Highest grades.
Highest grades. Let me see the answer. Yes, the highest grades in your class. So you get the merit for the highest grades. The next one, is there a discount for someone who belongs to a club? Yes or no, Jose Chabla? Yes or no?
No.
Actually, yes, okay? Yes. there is discount. There is a scholarship for people who belong to clubs. And the last question is, from what other source can you get a scholarship? The answer is from organization, okay? Any questions about this? No questions? Okay, in the following exercise, we're gonna have to work in groups, and we're gonna imagine you own a private business and you want to offer a scholarship to a few students. What would be the requirements for them to earn the scholarship? What is the second question, Rafael? Can you read the other question?
Pardon, please listen.
Please read the question.
What would the scholarship be for?
Thank you. Ismael, read the other question, please.
How much money golf you offer?
Okay. And then you have to write down your ideas here and then share them with a classmate, okay? So, this is what you have to do. This is the group work. Let me show you. In this group work, you're gonna have to imagine that you are an organization. Imagine that you are an organization. You have to design a scholarship, okay? A scholarship. In that scholarship, you have to include the requirements, which can be a copy of ID or references. You know, ID is this. Let me show you. ID copy. Look. This is the ID copy. Look, is the copy of your identification document, okay? That is the ID copy. It is an example, of course, you can change it. Number two, scholarship applies to, you can decide for a master's degree, for a bachelor's degree, or for PhD, or for a technician degree, okay? You have to decide. And the other one is the amount of money. How much money are you gonna give for the scholarship? Remember, everything is imaginary, okay? So you can say $10,000 or $5,000 or $20,000. It depends on you. Ismael, do you understand the instructions? Do you have any questions?
No, teacher, I don't have questions.
Okay. Dalila, any questions about this?
No question.
So, Gabriela Paucar, are we going to work in groups or individually?
Groups.
Okay. Milena Diaz, are we going to design a plan or a scholarship? What are we going to decide? Are we going to decide? Yes, a scholarship. Remember, you have to think and imagine that you are an organization, design a scholarship, fulfill these parameters. So please take a screenshot for you to remember. Take a screenshot of the work, because whenever you are in the group, you have to work here, okay? When you are in your groups, you have to write here. Any questions? No? So please, let's make groups of, let me see how many. Groups of 4, okay? We're gonna make 5 groups of 4 because we are 20. So please go to your groups and design a scholarship. You have 5 minutes to do this. 5 minutes, okay? You have 5 minutes to do this group work. Go to your rooms. Go to your rooms. Go to your rooms and work together, okay? I'll be monitoring your works.
Pero
Well
no
done.
somos una organización.
Somos como una organización que damos becas.
Yes,
Becas, ¿no?
scholarships. Yes.
Ya, entonces eso tenemos que hacer. Ya, a ver.
A ver,
Requirements.
primero los requisitos. A ver,
Yes, the requirements, please.
Ok. Ponemos.
Do you think a copy of the ID is necessary?
yes,
Yes.
Okay, so then write it down, copy of ID, okay? Remember, you don't have to look on the internet. You have to imagine everything. Everything has to be imaginary, okay? Please continue.
otra cosa sería como las calificaciones, ¿no? Las notas.
Que tenemos como primer.
Do you have any questions in this group?
Yes, teacher, do we have to like write the answers or just like?
Yes,
copy?
mister, of course. You know, in this document, page number 9, after doing the listening exercise, you have this, okay? So you have to write this because I'm gonna check it next class, okay? Any other question?
No, teacher, thank you.
Okay, yes, you have to write. Please continue. Do you have any questions in this group?
No, teacher.
Are you fine? Good? Okay. Please keep working.
Respuesta y la pregunta.
Okay, so how's your work going? Good? Are you finished?
Casi terminamos, dice.
Almost. You almost finished. Very good. So what requirements do you have so far? Tell me the requirements.
The requirements are many high school graduation and with a excellent average, and most important thing, they are ready to receive help.
Okay, perfect. Please continue. Is everything okay in this group? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Do you need help or no help?
No help.
Porque hacia abajo bajan 3 carbonos y aquí suben 1.
Please continue.
Ya, otra cosa. Que sería
Sería el,
Yes, in numbers. You can write numbers.
¿qué estabas diciendo?
For example, 10,000, 20,000. Please continue.
hay que ver para cuántas becas y, o sea, pensar, ¿no? Si damos como 3 becas, de que sea $10,000 por beca, o sea, lo que se le puede ayudar.
Okay, but remember, the amount is for just a scholarship, okay? For one scholarship, yeah. So think about the one scholarship. How much would you give to one student? 10,000, 2,000, 5,000? It's for one student, not for a lot of people, okay?
Ya.
Entonces, tendremos también que ver de qué forma se le apoya al estudiante. Entonces, yo creo que
Yo digo 20.
con 10,000, no sé, la universidad no da con $10,000.
Nada. Yo digo, a ver, esperen.
Sí, 20,000 o 15,000.
How do you say 20,000 and 15,000 in English? 20,000 or 15?
15,000. Okay.
Yes, please continue.
Okay. 50.
Okay, now I need a volunteer, I mean a person or one group to present the scholarship that you designed. Please, can I have a volunteer? For example, what are the requirements for your scholarship? Anyone who wants to participate, please? Anyone? Alexis Remache, how about you? Would you tell me the requirements that you wrote, please?
Documents, good marks, has finished high school, older than 18 years. Yes.
Okay, the same. Alexis, a scholarship applies to master's degree, bachelor's degree, what?
Bachelor's degree.
Okay, the amount of money?
1,000.
Okay, thank you, Alexis. Very good. Estefanía Ceballos, your turn. What are the requirements of your scholarship?
Be a regular student, have a mini GPA of 8, recommend letters, the copy, scholarship to bachelor's degree, y amount of money, $15,000.
Okay, very good. Okay, one more person, please. Let me see. Samantha Ponce, please turn your camera on and present your scholarship.
Yeah, have personal documents in order, have good marks, have finished high school, being over 18 years.
Okay, are those the requirements?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, let me see. Rafael, can you help us with your scholarship, please? Rafael? Rafael, can you hear me?
Have good grades and estoy en how money for your after sería 50,000. Sí, creo que era 50,000.
Okay.
Para que sería la beca era, ¿cómo es esto? For house and codes
What,
of codes of a student.
Okay, very good. Matthias, please. Present your scholarship, please. Requirements.
Okay, we put requirements a copy of ID, like degrees of having the high school completed. We also put like high grades and having like a extracurricular activity. The scholarship applies to a bachelor's degree, and we put in the amount of money like $50,000.
Okay, that's very good. So today we talked about scholarships. Remember, scholarships are assistance, especially economic assistance, that an organization or other people give you to finish your studies. That is a scholarship, okay? That's the end of today's class. Do you have any questions? No? Okay, thank you for your attention.